It's tempting, isn't it? You get that paycheck, and the first thing you want to do is share the good news with the world. But here's the thing. Flashing your income online is like putting a target on your back. People you barely know might suddenly show up with opportunities or sob stories, hoping to dip into your hard-earned cash. And let's not forget the silent judgment from those who think you're showing off. A true wealth mindset isn't about proving you've got money, it's about quietly building it. Think about it. The wealthiest people rarely talk about their income. They don't need to. Instead, they focus on growing their financial freedom mindset, investing in assets, and reprogramming their mind for wealth. Sharing your paycheck might feel like a quick confidence boost, but it can also attract the wrong kind of attention. Imagine someone using that information to manipulate you into a bad deal or, worse, to scam you. Protecting your financial psychology means keeping your money matters private. Here's a practical tip. If you feel the urge to celebrate, do it with close friends or family who genuinely support you. Better yet, channel that energy into something productive, like setting new financial goals or reading books like The Millionaire Next Door to deepen your understanding of the rich versus poor mindset. Remember, the goal isn't to impress others. It's to build a life where you don't need to. And speaking of building wealth, let's talk about one of the biggest traps people fall into. Let's be real. Gambling might seem like a shortcut to wealth, but it's more like a fast track to financial disaster. Sure, the idea of hitting the jackpot is thrilling, but the odds? They're stacked against you. Relying on luck to grow your wealth is the opposite of a financial freedom mindset. Instead of gambling, focus on millionaire habits like investing in assets that actually grow over time. Think index funds, real estate, or even starting a side hustle. These are the real winning tickets. Here's the thing. Gambling doesn't just drain your wallet, it messes with your financial psychology. Creates a cycle of hope and disappointment, which can lead to subconscious money blocks. You start associating money with risk and loss instead of stability and growth. And let's not forget the emotional toll. Losing money you can't afford to lose can spiral into stress, anxiety, and even debt. A wealth mindset is about playing the long game, not chasing quick wins. If you're serious about reprogramming your mind for wealth, start by redirecting that gambling money into something productive. For example, instead of buying lottery tickets, invest in a course that teaches you about the stock market or real estate. Books like Rich Dad, Poor Dad can also help shift your perspective from scarcity versus abundance mindset. Remember, wealth isn't built on luck, it's built on strategy. And speaking of strategy, let's talk about how to stop wasting money on things you don't really need. We've all been there, scrolling through social media, seeing someone flaunt the latest gadget or designer bag, and suddenly feeling like we need it too. But here's the truth. Buying things you don't need just to keep up with others is a surefire way to stay stuck in a scarcity mindset. A wealth mindset, on the other hand, is about knowing the difference between needs, wants, and dumb things. If you can't comfortably afford 5 of something, you probably shouldn't buy 1. That's the rule of 5, and it's a game changer. Think about it. How many times have you bought something expensive, only to regret it later? Maybe it was a trendy gadget that collected dust or a luxury item that didn't really add value to your life. These purchases don't just drain your bank account, they reinforce poor money beliefs. Instead, focus on spending intentionally. Ask yourself, does this align with my financial goals? If the answer is no, walk away. A financial freedom mindset is built on discipline, not impulse. Here's a practical example. Instead of splurging on overpriced coffee every day, invest that money. A $5 coffee habit adds up to $1,825 a year. Imagine putting that into an index fund instead. Over time, that small change could grow into thousands. Shifting from a rich versus poor mindset means thinking long-term, not just about instant gratification. And speaking of long-term thinking, let's dive into why living paycheck to paycheck is one of the biggest traps to avoid. Living paycheck to paycheck might feel normal, but it's a trap that keeps you stuck in a cycle of financial stress. The moment your paycheck hits, it's gone. Bills, groceries, and maybe a few splurges. But here's the thing. This lifestyle isn't just about money. It's about mindset. A scarcity mindset keeps you focused on surviving, while an abundance mindset helps you plan for thriving. Breaking free starts with one simple step: budgeting. It's not glamorous, but it's the foundation of a financial freedom mindset. Picture this: you're tracking every dollar with a spreadsheet or an app like Inab. You need a budget. Suddenly, you're in control. You know exactly where your money is going, and you can start setting aside a little each month for savings or investments. This is how you reprogram your mind for wealth, by shifting from reactive spending to proactive planning. It's not about depriving yourself. It's about prioritizing what truly matters. And trust me, the peace of mind is worth it. Here's a tip: automate your savings. Set up a system where a portion of your paycheck goes straight into a savings or investment account before you even see it. This pay-yourself-first strategy is a hallmark of millionaire habits. Over time, you'll build a cushion that protects you from emergencies and opens doors to opportunities. And speaking of opportunities, let's talk about how to avoid falling for sales tactics that can derail your financial goals. Salespeople are masters of persuasion, and their job is to make you feel like you need what they're selling right now. Ever notice how they use phrases like limited time offer or only a few left in stock? That's not a coincidence. It's a psychological trick to trigger your fear of missing out. But here's the thing: falling for these tactics can wreck your financial psychology. A wealth mindset means pausing, thinking, and asking yourself, do I really need this? Or am I being sold a dream? Financing unnecessary purchases is another trap. Sure, that shiny new car or high-end gadget might seem affordable when broken into monthly payments, but the interest adds up fast. Before you know it, you're paying way more than the item is worth. Instead, adopt the habit of paying with cash whenever possible. It forces you to think twice before spending and keeps you from falling into debt. Remember, millionaire habits are built on discipline, not impulse. Here's a practical example. Let's say you're tempted by a buy now, pay later deal on a luxury item. Instead of jumping in, take a step back. Sleep on it for 24 hours. Often, the urge to buy fades, and you'll realize it wasn't worth it. This simple habit can save you thousands over time. Reprogramming your mind for wealth means learning to say no to short-term temptations so you can say yes to long-term financial freedom. And now that we've covered these toxic habits, let's tie it all together. So, now you know the 5 toxic money habits that could be holding you back from the financial freedom you deserve. The question is, what are you going to do about it? Will you keep falling into the same traps? Or will you take control and start reprogramming your mind for wealth? Remember, building a wealth mindset isn't about perfection, it's about progress. Every small change you make today brings you one step closer to the life you've always dreamed of. Think about it. What would your life look like if you stopped living paycheck to paycheck, avoided unnecessary spending, and started adopting millionaire habits? The power to change your financial future is in your hands. So, which habit will you tackle first? Let me know in the comments. I'd love to hear your thoughts and help you on your journey. And don't forget, the key to success is consistency. Keep learning, keep growing, and keep pushing toward your goals. If you found this video helpful, make sure to subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications so you never miss out on more tips to build your wealth mindset. And don't keep this knowledge to yourself. Share this content with your family and friends. You never know who might need this information to start their own journey toward financial freedom. Together, we can help even more people break free from scarcity and step into abundance. Your financial freedom starts now. Let's make it happen.